what's your, I mean, it seems like Democrats are on the hook here a bit. I've seen a lot of folks in your position express frustration with what Director Comey's articulated. They think he made the wrong decision. At the same time, this is the individual who now oversees the most potent investigation into the possible getting the bottom of the possibility of collusion or what happened. I mean, do you have confidence in Director Comey? Should he stay in the job? Do you trust him to do this?
Well, you know, look, I think obviously the central important fact right now is the ongoing investigation and the fact it needs to be done well, not only by the Congress, but by the FBI as well. But I don't think that relieves us of the obligation to hold the department and hold the Bureau accountable. Decisions it's made. I think the decision last year was the exercise of very poor judgment by the director that has politicized, that has dragged the Bureau into the political process in a way that's going to be difficult to repair. Nonetheless, we're going to do everything possible to work in coordination with the FBI. We need them to conduct their investigation thoroughly. We want to make sure that we're not stepping on their investigation. We also need to do our own, and we'll need the FBI's cooperation and their support as well. They have a global reach that we don't have in the committee. So of necessity, we need to find a way to work together. I think it's in the interest certainly of the Bureau to try to restore a reputation for impartiality, but it's also vital to getting to the bottom of just how the Russians interfered in our democracy.
I do want to repeat the question, though, because respectfully, that wasn't an answer. Do you have confidence in Director Comey, and do you trust him and trust his judgment to undertake this investigation?
Well, you know, my answer, as you can gather, is I have serious questions about the judgment that he exercised last year. I have to hope that he's going to do better with this investigation as long as he is in that post, and the president has made the decision to keep him in that post. I'm going to do everything certainly to support the Bureau in its work and make sure that for my part in the congressional investigation, we are working in concert with what the Bureau is doing, not at odds with each other. But I do think there are substantial questions that were raised about his handling of these investigations last year, and I have to hope that he's going to do a better job in the future.
Finally, and quickly, are you confident we will ultimately get to the bottom of all this? We will know definitively what happened, who made it happen, who may or may not have worked with whom?
We're certainly going to do the very best possible to find out exactly the answers to those questions. You know, I can't say at this point that we're not going to run into roadblocks. To a few up till now. I do think that our investigation in the House is now fully back on track. I have a very good working relationship with Mike Conaway. I think we're coordinating our efforts, doing it in a very nonpartisan way, as we should. Some things are going to be very difficult for us to ascertain, even under the best of circumstances, because we're dealing with a hostile power in Russia. We're dealing with witnesses who may not want to be forthcoming with us, with documents that are going to be hard to obtain. But we are going to do our level best to get to the bottom of this and have to hope that the Bureau will do exactly the same.